Yeah.
Let's kind of talk about being realistic about scholarships then. You touched on it a little bit and what programs will have money and what won't. So, what's kind of a realistic take on a player getting a full ride scholarship to play women's soccer?
Um, so I think a full ride, people always associate it with a 1.00. Whereas now with cost of attendance and the stacking of money, full rides come in all shapes and sizes. So in-state tuition and out-of-state tuition are two very different things.
Hmm.
And a lot of places and schools, I can only comment on the ones where I've been, are allowed to add an additional academic scholarship to that. So a lot of times a 60% overall scholarship could be considered a full scholarship if you don't have a bill.
Hmm.
So I think a lot of times for people, I've only ever been around 1.00. So it's not a super common thing. And it could be at other places. Like I said, I can only speak to where I've been.
Yeah.
I've been involved in those conversations, so I hold true to my knowledge.
Yeah.
I think the realistic goal in that, and a lot of times it could be a staggered scholarship. So it could be, all right, you get 20%, 40, 60, and then we're going to get you to 80.
Mhm.
And again, those are percentages. They're not always dollar numbers. So you have to look at the dollar number to decide on your bill. And different divisions have different rules. I don't know their rules as well as I know the Division 1. I know you can have athletic and academic in Division 2. At Division 3, you can only have academic. So there's just all the rules. And as a player, you have to make sure you understand that going in. If you go into a Division 3 school and ask for athletic aid, they're going to be probably confused and wonder why you're there because you didn't do your homework on that situation. So I think going in and asking for a full ride is an unrealistic expectation.
Mhm.
I think having a conversation with your club coach or your high school coach, or even if you know a college coach that you've developed a relationship with, and they can kind of give you a guideline. Okay, well, I would say if you were coming here that you may be a 40%,
Mhm.
and that's what we're going to start you at. Doesn't mean you have to stay there. You can always go up. So I
Yeah.
think having an understanding of the way it works, which isn't an easy thing to do because it's not out there on Google. You can't go and Google like how to Division 1, Division 2, Division 3 women's scholarship works. So I think trying to understand that and using the resources you can will help with that. And
Mhm.
I think also if you are in a situation where you're talking money with a college coach, ask them to explain it, and they'll gladly explain it. And you can always call the compliance department at every school, and they will be more than happy to help you because it'll help for problems in the long run if you kind of understand what money you're going to be getting.
Nice.